My dear subscribers, welcome back to my channel. I want to start this video by thanking you for all the messages of support and emails, and some of you also wrote me on Facebook where I don't have so much of a following, asked me what happened, why didn't I post videos, if something happened to us, if we are okay, sending me well wishes and all sorts of good thoughts and vibes. And for that, thank you so much. I am so impressed, so touched that you care so much about me and this little channel, who has now around 5,000 subscribers, followers, and you care so much and you take up just 1 or 2 or 5 minutes of your time and wrote me such good wishes. This is a video about catching up, telling you what happened, why didn't I post in the last month so much. I think there are now like 4 weeks I didn't post videos. And yeah, I wanted to tell you what happened because so much of you ask. And also I am sure that are a lot of other people who didn't write me but also ask and thought about me, and I also thank you very much, because this is what I do with my favorite YouTubers also. When they don't post on Instagram stories or they don't post on YouTube, I just wonder if they're okay or what happened if something happened, because we are living in such a world where anything can happen, and you know, you grow attached to a person and a YouTube channel and you worry. And I thank you again so much. Let's start by telling you where have I been and what happened. As I mentioned, but briefly, in Romania and I guess all over the world, April and May is the tax season, and I'm an accountant. I don't know if many people know that, because I also received many questions and emails about if I'm a realtor or not. I'm not, I'm an accountant, and because I'm an accountant, I had to be there for my business. I have a business in Romania, accounting business, and I had to be present and get more involved in the tax season. And I got swamped and draw back into my business, and literally there was no time for this YouTube channel, which at the moment is more of a hobby than a business, because with the following I have right now, I cannot make enough money to sustain myself, and I have to give credit where credit is due. I have to give time, and sometimes all of my time, to my business, because at the end of the day, that is my main income, at least for now. So I had in the past month been buried between paperwork and clients and financial statements and personal declaration, and you know how it works. No matter where you are in your country, also you have tax season, and you know what you have to do in this period. You have to go and talk to your accountant, or your accountant sends you emails, and it's a crazy period. Also here in Portugal, it's tax season, and I had to make also my our declaration for here, but this is another story. So my business in Romania, even I've cut down a lot of the business in the last year, because I knew we are going to come in Portugal, and I wanted to dedicate myself more to this channel. I still have around 50 clients, so that is a lot, because I don't have a lot of employees, and a lot of things I do myself, like keeping in touch with each and every client. I do that personally, because I strongly believe that in a business the most important thing is the personal touch and the relationship you develop with your clients and the trust that is there. So I do that with each and every client. I personally respond to emails, to phone calls, WhatsApp questions, and so on and so forth. So this takes up a lot of time, this PR business. It's a lot more than PR, because they are actually accounting questions, and also verify the financial statements and everything that my employees do. This is a lot of getting involved, hands-on, and this is how I conduct my businesses. And even if now the business is smaller than in the past, it's still big. So what I also did in this month, unfortunately, I had to give up some more clients because it's a very, very clear to me that 50 clients, it's still a lot for what I want to do. And if I want to include in my life this YouTube channel as a permanent thing and not happen what had happened in April and also in May, because we are at the half of May and I still didn't, this is going to be the first post in like a month. I have to cut down on my business, so I did that, and hopefully in the future we will manage with the clients that we have now. Also in April, with all that happened, also it was my birthday. At the end of April, it was my birthday, and by the time April finished, I was burnt out completely and very stressed about the thing that I couldn't post anything on YouTube, and with all my involvement, still a lot of things to do, still a lot of work at my business. We decided to take a few days off of all the craziness that happened in April, and we just went up in our car and drove to Portugal for a couple of days. This is something that I wanted so much to do. Even since the first time I came to Portugal, I said that Portugal is the perfect country to do that. Just get up in the car and just drove like a day, visit just some town that you gonna end up in, just sleep in a Airbnb hotel or something like that, and then the second day visit the surroundings and just get up in the car and drove further. And this is what we did for like 3 days. I wanted this as a present for my birthday, so I got this. We just got up in a day. It was like Saturday, if I remember correctly. It was a day before my birthday, and I said, let's just get up and leave. We didn't have any plan and just took the car and left. We visited Caldas de Monchique. It's a beautiful area, beautiful resort town, which is named Caldas de Monchique, and it's set up like a town, and it has all sorts of hotels and some restaurants. It's set up especially for tourism, but it has the feel of a town, so you really don't feel the need to go in another town. You have everything that you need there. And I fell in love with the area. I visited Monchique in the past. Of course, we also stopped in Monchique and made a tour of the town. We've been there in the past, but we didn't knew that it was also in the area, this area Caldas de Monchique. And we stayed there at the hotel and spent a beautiful night. Of course, there were no tourists. They were like us and just another 2 or 3 families or couples. So again, we had a lot of luck to having the place just for ourselves. Of course, a lot of the facilities were closed. We didn't have access to the sauna. We didn't have access to the pool. Well, only one bar was open. The restaurant was closed. The breakfast was brought up to us in the room. It was a very beautiful and consistent breakfast. The rooms were wonderful. We had a lot of fun and peace and quiet, and it was a really nice stop at Caldas de Monchique, and we for sure are going to go back there in the full season. After that, we visited a little bit of Alentejo, and we did go further and we visited Algarve, and Algarve became one of my all-time favorite cities in Portugal. Actually, it's a town in Portugal, because there I got to experience finally the authentic and wonderful Portuguese food. And actually, I ate twice at that restaurant. It was so good. It's right on the bridge. The town has a river and a bridge, and you cross the bridge into Old Town, and there it is, the most wonderful Portuguese restaurant. The food there has nothing to do with the food that you encounter here in Algarve. It's completely different. It's very good. Yes, it pays up to go and visit the rural countryside of Portugal and eat there, and yeah, that is good food. Also, we drove and visited Vilanova de Mil Fuentes, we visited Santiago de Cachem, we went up close to Gandola because our second night we stayed at Sobreiros Hotel. This Sobreiros Hotel and Caldas de Monchique one are being part of the same chain. They are called Unlock hotels, and we went to Sobreiros especially because being part of these Unlock hotels and having such a good time in Caldas de Monchique, we thought we are going to be met with the same courtesy and the same I don't know, pleasure of receiving guests, and kind of with the same feeling, you know, because this is what you think. If two hotels are run in the same or they are part of the same chain, you are going to have the same conditions. And even if the Sobreiros Hotel looks very good and has this very new and country feeling and very chic, we didn't feel there as welcomed as we felt at Caldas de Monchique. I don't know why, this is our experience, but maybe because we had an amazing time in Monchique and nothing had compared to that, maybe this is it. But this is a lesson for us. Not just because two hotels are part of the same chain doesn't mean they are going to provide the same level of services. So after 3 days of visiting different parts of the western coast of Portugal, we drove back home. And I must say that even if a lot of people and even us think that we are here on vacation because we are in Portugal and we're living like a vacation life all the time, it's not like that. There are many days, and especially in April, where we didn't get up to leave the house for days and days because we had to work. So being able to make this trip to Alentejo, it was really, it felt like a vacation, and we haven't been in a vacation or traveling like 3 years or like that since we decided to buy a house in Portugal. Everything, all our time and resources was put up towards that, and we didn't have a proper vacation like in years. And even if it were just 3 days, it really felt like a proper vacation, put us on our feet, and we are able to get back to work. And saying that, what is in next for us? What is in store for us? In May, starting now, I'm going to try to get back to my usual posting schedule. So I was posting on Wednesday and on Sunday, and I'm going to try to post 2 times a week because this is the way that my channel grew to where we are now. I thank you for subscribing to my channel, and even if you are not subscribing, I thank you for just coming and watching my videos, because I see that a lot of people who are not subscribed are watching my videos. I do that also with other YouTubers. I don't know why I just don't subscribe. I don't know, it's a thing. It's not important to subscribe, it's important to watch my videos and enjoy my content. This is, in the end, the most important thing for me, to enjoy my content. So I'm going to try to post 2 times a week, but I'm going to concentrate for the Sunday episode, Sunday vlog video to be up, because this is when most of you have time to watch my videos. And I'm going to strive also for the second video of the week, but if I'm going to miss one, it's going to be the Wednesday one, and I'm going to absolutely try to keep the Sunday one. Also, as an update, at the end of May, we are going to go back to Romania, and I'm going to make a separate video about that. I'm also going to write an article of my blog. You know, we have a blog site where I also write from time to time articles. Feel free to stop by there if you enjoy reading content. So we are going to go back to Romania, and I'm going to make a separate video to tell you why we are leaving Portugal and go back to our country. Exactly now when Portugal is open up and everything is getting back to normal, and it's going to be the season and a lot of events, and this is practically the time to be in Portugal. Everybody wants to be in Portugal during the summer. And because we didn't come up with a direct flight to our country, we are going to take the train to Lisbon. We are going to spend a couple of days also there, and then we are going to take a direct flight from Lisbon to Bucharest. So hopefully we are going to have a vlog from Lisbon also. So guys, this was my life update video and a thank you video for all my subscribers and non-subscribers who stuck with me during this difficult time for me where I didn't post. I thank you so much for not unsubscribing and for I don't know, just being here for me and waiting patiently for me to be able to go back on the YouTube schedule. And also in this time, even if I didn't post, a lot of you still subscribe to my channel, and I feel like we are many more people now, and not a lot of people know about us, who we are, where we came from, what we do, because as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I received a lot of emails from people asking me if I'm a realtor, asking me if I'm Portuguese, and asking me a lot of questions, because probably they watch a video or two and not in all videos the situation is explained. And I'm thinking of doing a video about myself, a presentation video. I don't know, I was thinking of doing that when I reach 10,000 subscribers, but maybe I will do it, I don't know, sooner. Leave it in the comments if you have I don't know, an opinion if this is appropriate or not. I will think about that, because there are a lot of people who are not still understanding what is this channel about. It's about Portugal, it's about real estate in Portugal, and it's true that I've been all over the place with the content, but you know, the content with real estate is really appreciated, and I'm going to do that more in the future. When I'm going to go back to Romania, I'm going to also film content about real estate here in Portugal, because you seem to like it. Again, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!